Alright, so guys, last game. So who do you think is gonna take it? After seeing, we've seen in total 4 games. It's been 4 games. We've had 2 that won Djem5. We had 2 that trutacz won. Who would you think is going to take the game number 4? It's going to be game number 5. It's going to be in Moonglavier. So, in your personal expert Brood War opinion, who do you think takes it? Okay, so we have 1 vote for Djem from Hellscream. Alright. Guys, any other predictions? I mean, we're starting right away, so we'll see that right soon, pretty soon. Okay, so let's see. This is going to be Moonglavier, and we're going to be having Djem5 at the 12 o'clock, or top center position. We do see that it was a short pause there. Yeah, oh, you can see trutacz is saying that he's basically kind of trying to fall asleep, basically. Okay, and trutacz is going to be the TLC20 at the bottom left location. So now this map, this map is kind of strange because how do you wall this with this thing right here? It might be a bit dangerous to go for a fast expansion. Let's see. Yeah, see? Okay, so the probe didn't really know exactly where to put the pylon. Yeah, sorry about that. There we go, 2-2. And trutacz is gonna scout it on first location. We have a 9 pool? No, sorry, it's an overpool. Okay, so standard. So this, I think this is the last map. Black. I think you have 5 maps, and it's a best of 5. So if it goes to game number 5, I think you have to play this one. I'm not sure. Maybe Apocalypse can kind of give us the rundown on how exactly that works, whether it is the way that you have to play this map or something else. So we do have Djem5 trying to block the hatch. It gets blocked for a second. Will it get blocked again? No. Okay. And we do see that trutacz actually manages to get to scout relatively fast. Okay, so there we go. Apocalypse says that, yeah, 1 map, each map once, so has to be this map. And we do see actually double cannon instead of cannon gateway. Actually, the Nexus is, whoa, wait. 2 cannons and the Nexus is not yet down? Whew. That's a very long delay on the Nexus. I mean, I understand it because this area is kind of difficult to put defensively well, but it is going to be quite light. And the third. Alright. Okay, so considering this, right? That the natural is so far from the third, the double gateway should be really good. There it is. And we do see a probe trying to hide. Maybe to put a cannon or something. Okay, it gets found. With this double gateway, I mean, trutacz won 2 games against this, lost 2 games against this. So the question is, does trutacz know how to deal with this now? Okay, so far, double gateway, double zealots. Okay. I mean, with this overload, by not seeing the gas, pretty much trutacz should know this, right? Kind of gives it away 100%. So the zealot is actually trying to go all the way around. Okay. And another zealot going directly to the third. Okay. No, July Zerg is actually 2-2. Sorry if you're coming a little bit late to the party. Okay, so the first zealot is reaching the natural, and very fast while this is going on. One hit. Nothing more. And we have another zealot right here, so double action. Okay, so definitely this zealot is getting his money's worth. And this zealot has killed... okay, this is not the zealot, so this one didn't kill the zerglings. And a drone... Okay, the drone seems like it's gonna survive. Yes, but still. There's a lot of money being lost because of making all these zerglings, and at the same time, a lot of time being lost on building other things. But the spire is... Whoa, look at this. Yes, these zealots are bothering trutacz quite a lot, in fact. But at the same time, the core is not even finished. It's finishing now. Look where the spire is. See? Spire is almost finished. And there is actually 500 gas. No population though. No possibility of building anything right now. So armor is going to go first for trutacz. And we do see one Stargate, two Stargates, so the double Stargate comes again. But it's quite interesting because if trutacz had the Overlord, he could have made 5 mutas and just flew in and started killing things. But because he didn't have an Overlord extra, he couldn't actually make any mutas. He's making now drones and scourges. So yeah, no mutas. It's going to be basically scourges. Now let's see where trutacz goes from there, because so far, I mean, the Stargates are finishing right now. The scourges are done. So really, what's the... There's no kind of hurry to make the anti-air. You can really start getting a lot of Overlord's drones. Also the Citadel. Okay, the Citadel is relatively fast as well, so not really too delayed. So once the Citadel is finished, probably we're gonna have to look at when the speed is started, so we can kind of know when it actually will attack. But remember, last game, the +1 unfortunately was badly timed, and it kind of finished right as the army was dying. So in this time, I hope Djem5 fixes that mistake. Otherwise, his +1 is basically negated for too long. Whoa! Oh! Is it gonna get it? No. It's not gonna get it. Now, trutacz is making some mutas right now. Hydrogen is finished. No evolution chamber yet. Last game he did get a lot of upgrades really early, and really early the hive. But this game he seems to be playing more standard. He seems not to be going for that. He is going air, which again is something I never understand against a double Stargate build. Like, I know that if you catch the with the scourges and the mutas, the corsairs, then it's cool. But if not, okay, there's the corsairs. Let's see where they're flying away. The scourges. Oh, Yeah, you don't want to show them too early. You want to kind of have the chance to grab around this, but it might be a bit difficult. Alright. Oh, the gateway explosion actually came extremely fast. So, yeah. A lot of zealots. The +1 is about to finish. Speed is finishing now. There it is. So, speed is finished for the zealots. We have the +1 finishing, and it's going to be pretty much what Djem5 has been doing most of the time, which is zealot courser attack. And even in a game where Trutacz actually made lurkers, he actually lost one of these games. So, oof. I mean, right now, Trutacz does have a good amount of air units that he can actually contest the coursers, and at the same time, he does seem to have a decent amount of defense. At his natural, actually, it's not that good. It's just 3 sunkens. Okay, there are some more units. So he might be able to actually deal with this. He might be able to actually defend this. Let's see. Oh. Yes, good connections, but not enough. Not good enough for Trutacz, unfortunately. And there's actually no anti-air here. There's no spores, no nothing. I think Djem5 is going to take this one, because even if he doesn't 100% break this, he's actually going to be starting to kill a lot of overlords, and until there's more scourges that can deal with this, okay, there are actually some lurkers, so that might save Trutacz. Will it? It's gonna be close, but I think it will. Yeah, really close. Definitely really close. And that actually went a lot better than I expected, because Trutacz did lose some drones, but the mutas did survive. So the zealots cannot really do anything. Whoa, where are the mutas going? Okay. So basically with that, the coursers are dead, zealots are dead, the pressure is completely gone, mutas are still alive, so you have to commit again to the coursers, which means less kind of storms. So this isn't going that badly for Trutacz. He still needs these units to kind of buffer for the lurkers, but as long as he can do that, he should be kind of fine. And the mutas can still be killing zealots, which it's going to be quite detrimental for Trutacz, because he actually needs to rebuild his whoa. Oh, and only 3 left again. So again, really good for Trutacz, getting the air dominance. Is he gonna deny this third? Oh, he doesn't see it. If the cannons finish, then he cannot deny it. But if he flies in and kills them with a mutas, he should be able to. Oh, he's gonna show actually the base. There's 5. Yeah, only 5 coursers, so not that many. Not that many. But so far with these cannons in that position, it's going to be quite difficult to break with just mutas. Now with both Zerglings and mutas, it's kind of possible, but at the same time Trutacz did get the 4th, so it's not like he's really far behind. He doesn't have too much of a defense in here, so taking away these units might be kind of dangerous. But okay, it seems like Trutacz basically wants to gather the entire army and basically break the third. And it should work. I mean, Zerglings, mutas, and lurkers against Zealot cannon, I mean, definitely should work. Tech switching, maybe, but you'd still need to get the economy on the 4th first, I would assume. So, better to try to break this position first, and then start deciding whether to switch or not. There's a lot of Zealots here, they're kind of melting, but yeah, the lurkers are still not going to break this position, so you could put the lurkers here, so that you can't transfer probes. Now that's something. Oh. I'm not going to kill probes, most likely, but... Oh, there's another set of Zerglings. Yeah, and you just leave them in range of the Nexus. Oh, no, 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 no. That's actually... Is it in range? Nope, it's not. So... Oh, oh, oh! Ooh. Oh my god. Yeah, that's gorgeous for you. Why are they so dumb? They just don't do whatever... Anyway, so... You could try to kind of maybe put it here. No, it's still in range of the cannon. And some more units. Okay, there's no units here really, so it should work, but unfortunately the DT, yeah, without any detection here. Oh, but that's actually most likely still gonna break the Nexus. Yeah, it seems like it. I do think it's gonna break the Nexus. Even with the DT there, there's just too many units, and these probes falling, usually if you deny a third, it's bad, but if you do get the third build and then it dies, you also spent all the money to the third and the probes, so definitely this is a game that is looking good for trutacz, and trutacz already has his hive. I would assume the cracklings are done as well. Now these courses might do something, like they're getting some overlords, so definitely they can do something, but on 2 bases, with actually on 1 base that is pretty much dry, Djem's army basically got evaporated like 3 times with completely suicidal attacks that he made. So yeah, that's where Djem's army is. And he also made like, how many courses did Djem5 make in this game? Like 40? So yeah, courses aren't cheap, to be fair. I mean, pretty much every single unit of the Protoss arsenal isn't cheap. So oh. Okay, so it's going to be pretty much soon 5 bases against 2. Because it's not like this base is gonna be taken anytime soon and defended. Oh, is the head temple gonna get sniped? Yes. So yeah, just a few cannons and a few zealots. That's the entire defense line. We do see a DT drop trying to go to the main, trying to do something. It's gonna get spotted most likely. No, it's staying down here, still waiting until the Overlord is dead. I mean, the armies of both players aren't that big. The problem is that trutacz is actually ahead in pretty much every regard. These coursers, how many coursers died this game? Oh my god. That was a lot of coursers dead. And at the same time, of course, trutacz is gonna deny this base most likely. This is 3 cannons. It's not really that much of a DPS add to the zealots, plus the lurkers. Actually, still manages to survive. And some more reinforcements, so for now, that's actually going to survive. And Storm should be done. Yeah. Okay, pretty good Storm, pretty good Storm. That's not that good. No, not that good either. And the cannons go down. Oh, well, that's a bit late. Unfortunately, I love Dark Archons. They're awesome. Unfortunately, you don't usually build them when you're already dying. Too bad. I really love Dark Archons. Well, guys, I guess congratulations are in order to Mr. trutacz for taking the 20th TLC. And how many did he take overall? 9, 10? Quite a lot. So pretty good games. Especially my favorite was, I think, the fourth one's on Jade, was it? Yes, on Jade, with that a lot of Zerglings early on. So pretty good games. But unfortunately, that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it for us today. And well, next time we will most likely be seeing each other at the TLC Championship. So I guess it's gonna be till then. So anyway, thank you all for watching. It's been really cool to have you here today, and we did have some pretty good games, even from a lot of different matchups were pretty damn good, I think. I mean, even the TVT that we watched, that wasn't really like, there was a lot of downtime, it was still a lot of fun. You know, drops, BCs, wraiths, you don't usually see that much of that kind of stuff. So yeah, I do have to say that, yeah, Djem5 does play similarly most of the time, so it kind of gets a little bit hazy over time. However, I did like overall how trutacz tried to respond differently depending on what map it was and what strategy he used. So definitely cool. Maybe trutacz can give us some insight on that. Yes, trutacz was, I would assume that when trutacz says that you can't get reverse courses and archons, I'm not sure if there are maps where that would be feasible, like for example Longinus, where you have these double gas expansions. I'm not really sure. I do think, however, that you usually don't get Templars and Reavers, but the reason is because it's just basically too much gas, and they take too long to build. I do like, for those of you who are really interested, there are a few really cool replays that most likely you can still find about, I think it was, what was his name, this Canadian Protoss, Lefnaich, I think was his name. He used to play on Andromeda a very cool Corsair Reaver style, and you can kind of find probably some of his replays. So if you're really interested in Corsair Reaver into High Templars, that would be one of them. And you usually see that you end up with a lot of minerals, but very little gas when you go for Corsair Reavers. Anyway, so again, thank you all for staying with me. Also, thank you for. I would again like to thank Rasbrain for sponsoring the event, and Tupocalypse and Stratus for helping with organizing everything, since, well, without them I probably wouldn't even get the chance to cast these games. So thank you all.